It's FX. I'll try not to waste your time. Now, this video, I'll be talking about liquidity and inducement. Now, there are so many traders out there that mistake inducement for liquidity and liquidity for inducement. They don't even know what it is. All right. But now, it doesn't mean they are wrong in their strategy. No, it's just that most of them don't even know what it is. But in this video, I hope to explain the best way I can so that you can actually understand. Now, inducements and liquidity, they are very, very similar. Okay, they work hand in hand. All right, and you can enter from, let's say, if price has taken like an inducement, you can enter a trade. If price also took out any liquidity, you can also enter a trade from there. All right, but in this video I'm just going to be showing you guys how to differentiate it, okay, and when to cut your losses and when to hold, and when to continue. So without further ado, let's just get into the chart. Now this was a sweep of low, right? This was a sweep of low, and this price went up, closed above it. So this was a change in direction to the upside, meaning price wants to actually buy. All right. Now, so many times people will say that since price broke this high, it came back down here, shifted up, came back here. Now, this sweep, a lot of traders do mistake it for liquidity. This is not liquidity. Okay, this zone right here, it is not liquidity at all. So a lot of traders don't know this. This is actually inducement. Okay, and what is inducement? Inducement is when price tries to take out like a specific high or a low, depending on the trend you are following. All right, so this was a low. This is the most recent low. Yeah, inducement is when price is trying to like take out like the most recent high or low. So this was the most recent low, and price took out this low. This is inducement. Now you can actually enter from the after the inducement. Okay, now we actually did have like a buy entry here, which I'm not focusing on the entry. I'm just like giving you guys example of inducement and liquidity. Okay, so the moment after taking out this recent low, price will definitely want to take out the recent high. Correct? Good. Immediately price does that. Now a lot of people like inside this trade, and they'll be like, yeah, price should, let's say they enter this trade right here, and they're like, price should buy, it's with, let's say they are using maybe, I don't know, 4, or let's just even let's just say like maybe 3.5. Some using like 3 raised to 1 raised to 1 ratio might actually profit from this, which is very, very, very fine. Okay, so some people might set their stop loss maybe around here, and they're like, okay, let's just assume they're trying to get 3 raised to 1 ratio. Okay, I can't actually get the exact one. So let's just say they're trying to get 3 to 1, right? And you can see what the price do. Price came back down. Now what simply happened is this. Let me move this. After this inducement, price will always create this build up. Okay, these are people buying. So people buying here, this is a trap. So this is actually liquidity. Okay, so this just is inducement happens first before liquidity. Okay, liquidity comes after inducement. A lot of people don't understand this. Even me, when I was starting, I make this mistake a lot. Now, is the strategy wrong? No. But do they understand if it's inducement or um or liquidity? No. So this is it. And the reason price failed to keep going up is simple. After the inducement, there was no valid point of interest. Some people, your point of interest might be order block or whatever it might be, okay, or fair value gap or whatever, but there was no valid one after. You can see this the inducement, then this liquidity below it. After this, you can see there's nothing here. Okay, so this is just telling us that price will not hold, but a lot of people are really wishing. Some people might take profits, okay, and people taking profits, you can always read from the chart Okay, so let's say price is getting to this high. You can see the bullish candle, they started becoming smaller. Okay, meaning the bullish pressure is weak. So some people are actually taking profit, but a lot of people actually have, their stop loss around here. So they are still wishful that okay, maybe price will still push up. Some might even have stop loss at break even, which once price comes here, they are at break even. So this is the reason price did not hold, okay, because there was no valid point of interest after this liquidity. So this is where we actually have like a reversal. But moving on, let me do another example. Now we had this low and we had price take out this high. Okay, now price can take out as many high or as many low as possible. Okay, inducement is price. Remember, inducement is price trying to take out the most recent high or low. Okay, so this was the most recent high as of that time. Price took it out, it gave a little bit push down, and this was the high as well. So price was reaching to take out this high as well. Okay, so this was the high, another inducement. Okay, and every high must have a low. Inducements will always take out two of those zones. Okay, so after taking this high, inducements will also be targeting this low. So a lot of people might be like, okay, this is like a breaker block entry or something. So they actually enter a sell from here and they are selling massively, which they are like happy and in profits. Some people might take profit, some people might not take profit. But some people that did not actually take profit, let's just say they decide to sell maybe something around here and they have like their stop loss set around here, if we are being realistic. And some people are holding their trades. You can see they'll definitely get stopped out. Okay, so after price take out the high of this inducement and the low, there is always liquidity. After inducement, there will be liquidity. Okay, just like this one, inducement took out this low, it will always target the high. Okay, once it takes out a low, it will target that high. Same thing happened here. Once it targets this high, it will want to take out this low. Then the rebound is where liquidity is resting. Price must sweep here. Okay. Now, why the price sweep this one is because there is actually, a very valid point of interest. Okay. And this was the point of interest right here. Okay. For smart traders, this is where they will actually enter the trade right here. Stop loss will just be right here. They can target this low as take profit. Price we always want to complete the cycle. So this is it, right? But let me remove this. I'm still explaining liquidity concept. Now this low, price close below it. Now this is after this liquidity taking, it will make a continuation. This is like a continuation, or some people can still also call it change of character to the downside, right? Meaning price wants to keep selling. So you can see price went up. This was the first swing. Price made another break of structure. Okay, so a lot of people will be like, this is liquidity, and they'll be like, they are waiting for liquidity to be taken out so that they will sell from here. Maybe stop loss around here. Some people will not even sell. I know a lot of people that will not even sell till the end. Okay, I know a lot of people that they will not even sell to the end. They will just keep it short. I mean, if you actually have profit here, it is fine. Okay, so what actually happened is this: inducement, remember again, is when price targets the most recent high or recent low, depending on the direction that you are. So this was the most recent high. Price came down. Okay, now this became the new most recent high right here. Price came here, it swept this most recent high. This was the most recent low, it swept it as well. Okay, this area right here becomes liquidity as well. Now price sweeps this most recent high. Why did price sweep this most recent high? It did not close below this level, it only swept it. Okay, now we need price to close below it. Even if price doesn't close below it, it's still fine. Okay, but price needs to close below it to let us know that yes, it's actually. But if price doesn't close below it, this is still just inducement happening. So this was inducement 1, inducement 2, and finally inducement 3. So a lot of people are entering from here, right? And you can see after this sweep, okay, this is the most recent high. Now, not even this one anymore. Okay, this recent high, this is the recent low. Okay, and you can see price swept and closed below it. Okay, so this is inducement completing its cycle. It swept the most recent high and the most recent low. So where is liquidity resting? Liquidity is resting just above here. Okay, so a lot of people will be like, price, they're like maybe hoping that price will actually come, go lower. So we have like a valid, why did price draw? Now normally it's not every time price will make an inducement and a liquidity. Most cases, just after price induce it, creates like an inducement, it will keep going like by yourself wherever it wants to go. Okay, the only time it doesn't do that is if maybe there is no valid point of interest. Even sometimes, if there is valid point of interest, price might decide not to read inducements. It is normal, but this is just showing you guys the difference. So this is like a point of interest right here, and you can see after price creates this level, it reads, it reads around there. I think my network is bad. So that's just the concepts. All right, that's just the concepts. And the thing is, I don't know, I might show you guys how to actually close your trades early. I might show you guys how to close your trades early. So anyway, let's say you enter from here. There's a way to close trades early, which is this. This is the stop loss. That is, if you must enter from inducement side, there is like a trailing stop around here. So let's say your first entry is, let's say, around here. You are expecting, because not every time price will take liquidity out. It might take only inducement and keep going. So let's just say you are selling the first one, okay, and price stops you here. No problem, no problem. Okay, now you have more capital to fuel your next entry. So this is your next entry, and let's say you set here as take profit level, or you just keep trailing, right? Depending on how you want to trade it. So this is just how it is. So this is the difference between inducement and liquidity. Okay, inducement must happen first, then liquidity. All right, liquidity is not inducement, because a lot of people always confuse it. You see some people be like, price is going up, it's going up, it did like this, it did like this, price sweep in liquidity, and no, this is not liquidity, this is price sweeping inducement. Okay, price creating inducement, and the next one is usually the first swing, that is the first sweep, is usually inducement. Okay, inducements must take, like, depending on the trend, let's say price is going up, inducement must take the low, take the high, then it can continue just like buying if it likes. Sometimes when it comes down, but just know there is liquidity below here. Okay, same thing for, let's say price is selling, price did something like this. Now this is not liquidity sweep, this is inducement. Okay, that's after the break of structure. I see price break structure. This level here is price taking out inducement. Okay, then this level is liquidity. But remember, price, let's say for a sell, price must take out the most recent high, then the most recent low. Okay, before price will be like, okay, now let me read the liquidity, take out this liquidity and come back down. Okay, so that's just how it is. So practice, and I hope you understand how I explained it. Right. So if there's anything else you'd like me to touch, just leave a comment. I'll read it and get back to you guys. Hopefully this change your mindset a little bit, in trading and see trading differently. So see you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, alright? So I can definitely do more videos for you guys. Peace out.